tell you a tale of the False Hydra. Common wisdom holds that false hydras come from the ground. They spontaneously originate as undifferentiated masses of flesh. Potatoes that sprout from no seed. Supposedly, they germinate in response to lies, and that each falsehood causes a false hydra to grow even larger. Scholars agree, because they have no better idea. In fact, so much about these abominations boggles the mind that scholars really don't know where to begin. Paranoia dominates every discussion about it. Everyone wants to know, is it here? Is it in my town? Is that long, flaccid face watching me through the window, even now? There are false alarms, of course. Criminals and deserters have pleaded that they were merely under the influence of the false hydra, or that they were merely trying to escape its influence, and sometimes that was the truth. There are ghost towns in Crimea, victims of false hydras. People do not revisit those sites for fear of vengeful ghosts, or perhaps the false hydra is still there, the black rot at the center of the bone. But how would you know? In gentler lands you might find skeptics. These scholars will stroke their chins and calmly tell you that there is no such thing as a false hydra. It is some confabulation. Villagers seized by some infectious insanity, or perhaps a subtle demon. But they are wrong. The false hydra enters a town through a humble enough method. Fattened on worms, it has been growing upwards these past few days, weeks, years, but has only now broken through the soil. It emerges in a basement, from behind jars of fruit preserve, or pushes its face up through a broken cobblestone, and then it begins to sing. While it sings, it is ignored. It creates gaps in your attention and then slips through them. It is more subtle than invisibility and more reliable. At this point, the false hydra is only a torso, presumably about the same size as a man's body buried somewhere underground. The neck grows up, the head emerges from the ground. The head is the size of a man's head at this point. It resembles a man's head too, but white, hairless, and with thick deformities of the brow and lips. The eyes are wet holes. But of course, none of this is noticed. While it sings, the hydra exists in our blind spot. As the false hydra matures, it grows more heads. The process accelerates exponentially. More blood on the cobblestones. More incongruities festering in heads like gangrenous limbs. The false hydra gets careless. With every meal, it becomes more powerful, more able to smother mankind. It doesn't need to be careful anymore. The heads stretch up higher. Their gracile necks sway above the rooftops. Their heads have grown feral. The skull bulges with masses of bone. The lower jaw juts out, low-slung like a dagger in a fist. Soon, it will finish devouring the entire city. But, darling, my darling, there isn't enough blood in the whole world to quench its thirst.
Greetings adventurers, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please like and subscribe and comment down below what monster or creature you would like us to narrate next. And hit the notification bell to stay tuned when we post new videos.